What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope everybody is having a marvelous and magnificent Friday, May 17th, 2019. Look at that. We're over halfway through May. Time's flying. Like, where's the year going? Anyway, man, the market is popping off. Things are going crazy, but like the title of this video is saying, Nvidia's 12 nanometer equals AMD's 7 nanometer. Is Nvidia afraid of 7 nanometer? No, I don't think they are at all. But we're gonna dig into this PC Games article and just see what they are actually saying about Nvidia's 12 nanometer in comparison to the 7. And then we'll take a look at the market and that kind of things after the fact. I'm still not live, as you can tell, but we hopefully will be live back in a couple days. But we're sticking to the 10 p.m. time slot. People are like emailing me and asking, can I do at different times and stuff. I'm sticking to 10 p.m. because that's where I go live. So if I'm gonna go live in place of making a regular video, I'm just gonna keep it consistent. So there's some people that want me to go earlier and later, and sticking to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. So thank you guys for the recommendations, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm gonna stay. Now let's jump over to, boom. This is PC Games article. And despite AMD already launching its Radeon 7 graphics card on the 7 nanometer node and promising mainstream 7 nanometer AMD Navi GPUs before the end of September, Nvidia is still adamant it's not going to switch just because everyone else is. They ain't scared. During Nvidia's recent Q1 earnings call, Nvidia's CEO Jin Hassan Huang explained he wants to do much more than just take an off-the-shelf process node and port its GPUs over. In what seems like a thinly veiled dig at AMD. Yeah, that's kind of mean. So he's throwing a little shade on AMD there. The current Turing GPUs are all based on the 12 nanometer FinFET process, and there has been no official talk from the Green team about when it might transition to a smaller transistor lithography or what else might be. Nvidia has announced as one of the launch partners for Samsung's 7 nanometer EUV process, which is set to go into volume production in 2020. That makes it the earliest likely timing for a new GPU architecture and new node for Nvidia GPUs. Though given Jin Hassan is still talking about working on the node designs with TSMC, there is still possibility that it's adapting a 7 nanometer process with the company's traditional pure play foundry partner. In terms of process nodes, we tend to design our own process with TSMC, explains Huang. Buying an off-the-shelf process is something that we can surely do, but we want to do much more than that. There he goes, taking a jab at AMD again. But Nvidia is obviously not in a desperate rush to make the change just yet, and it indeed sees no need to given the competition right now. AMD has already released its more powerful 7 nanometer graphics card of this generation, confirming that the future Navi GPUs will be positioned below the Radeon 7, but it's just about keeping with the Turing architecture efficiency at 12 nanometers. When it came to our testing, despite having a much lower TDP, there wasn't actually a lot in it when comparing peak wattage of the Nvidia and AMD GPUs. But in frame rate performance, the competing RTX 2080, which costs about the same amount of cash as the Radeon 7, generally houses the speedier gaming chip. If you take our Turing, says Huang, and you compare it against a 7 nanometer GPU on energy efficiency, it's incomparable. In fact, the world's first 7 nanometer GPU already exists, and it's easy to go and pull that and compare the performance and energy efficiency against one of our current GPUs. So Nvidia is looking to work on a new process together with whichever foundry it decides is the one to take potential GPU die shrink on, whether that's TSMC or Samsung. The real focus for our engineering team, says Huang, is to engineer a process that makes sense for us and to create an architecture that is energy efficient. Even if Nvidia did just pick an off-the-shelf process node, porting its Turing architecture over would result in some serious efficiency gains over the AMD competition. So until AMD can offer something in the 7 nanometer that the current 12 nanometer Nvidia chips cannot, there is no imperative for the Green team to push forward with the change. We're certainly unlikely to see anything below 12 nanometer from Nvidia this year, at least in the consumer space. The rumored RTX Turing refresh cards are expected mainly to arrive with a sportier, faster spin of GDDR6 memory, pushing it up to 16 gigabytes per second from the current 14 gigabytes per second memory chips. And if even they did arrive with a slightly different CUDA core counts, it's unlikely that they would see a die shrink at the same time. So, ladies and gentlemen, that means Nvidia basically is not scared of 7 nanometer that AMD's pushing. And what they're saying is actually pretty accurate. You take a Radeon 7, compare it against a 2080, it's not like it's, 50% more efficient. It's actually, I don't think it's much more efficient at all. I'll look into that here in the future, but when Nvidia takes that leap to 7 nanometer, they're going to be gaining a lot more than what AMD did. So AMD needs to get on the ball, and these new graphics cards they're rolling out with need to knock it out of the park. But in other news, let's take a look at the market. We had a pretty big pullback today. I think it's what you would consider a healthy pullback after how big of a pump we had. I don't know if we're going to settle out here and get ready to go back up, or if it's going to keep going down. But Bitcoin's at $7,306. Ethereum's in that second spot at $240 flat. Going further down, Bitcoin Cash is at $360.85. Litecoin's in that fifth position at $88.59. I don't even need to talk about the percentage of change across these coins because everything is down. Everything is down. Further down the list, Monera's in the 12th spot at $81.58. Monera actually settling out higher than what I would imagined. Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, $59.62. Ethereum Classic staying in the top 20. It's in that 19th position at $7.19. Basic Attention Token holding on to a 36-cent coin in the 24th position. Dogecoin at almost 3/10 of a penny. It's at 2.9 of a penny in the 29th position. Going further down the list, Ravencoin has actually broken away from Bitcoin Diamond a little bit. It's up in the 41st position at 5.4 cents. Further down the list, Bitcoin Diamond's at 95 cents in the 44th position. And some other notable mentions right here off the top. Walton Chain, $2.22. Horizon, formerly Zen, 74th position at $12.05. Aeon in the 90th position at 20 cents, 20.5 cents. Zcoin in the 98th position, staying inside that top 100 at $7.15. So everything is is still high. I mean, technically, it's higher than what it was last week, but are we settling out to pump back up? That's the next question. Are we stair stepping right now? Is this getting ready for that next big jump? That's what everybody's wondering. So I don't know, but as a miner and as a part-time slightly investor, I'm gonna keep on mining and I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. I buy a little bit of crypto every now and then when I can afford it. But man, it's just it feels like I need to get my hands on as much coin as I can, and almost kind of as many of the big coins. I think this is when the market takes a turn, and playing with altcoins is fun and all, but you need these big boy coins. I'm talking about top 10 coins. Your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, that big stuff that really has some serious volume to push it. But let's check on the actual miners. I only have 2 rigs going. I have one of the 1066 gig rigs, and it's mining Ethereum, and I actually had to pull some of the clocks back on some of these cards. They're only getting 20.3 mega hash, but then I have one card over here that's just killing it at 23.24. They weren't stable when I was getting them up to 22 mega hash, so I need to look into that a little bit more, but they're just mining Ethereum through NiceHash, so I'm getting paid out in Bitcoin. And then on the Octominer rig, I got 1070 doing 31.1 mega hash, 1080 doing 35, 1070 Ti doing 31.2, 1080 doing 35.1, and then a 1050 Ti doing 14.3 mega hash, all mining Ethereum through NiceHash, so I'm getting paid in Bitcoin. Just keeping things super simple right now while I'm packing everything up, and basically the only room I'm mining in is... Oh man, about had a really big burp. Anyway, the only room I'm mining in is in my office, so it's actually a little hot in here. I have both of these rigs in here, and I'm also mining on my main computer a little bit, but yeah, so just got to keep on mining no matter what. I can't wait to get my new tent set up in the new house. Excited to show y'all what's going on with that. And ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to thank each and everybody for coming out tonight and having a good time, enjoying this market. I mean, what's not to be happy about? If you compare it right now to last week, we're doing good. Everything's great. So we'll just keep up with that attitude, and before you know it, we'll be looking, we'll be like, oh man, it pulled back from, 12,000 down to 11,000. What are we gonna do? Everybody does that. Like it'll pump up to 15,000 and it'll fall to 14,000, and people are like, oh, and I'm like, wait a second, we just pumped like crazy. So anyway, I could ramble on for days, but thank y'all for tuning in. Much appreciated. We will be back Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you need some more crypto in your life, go and check out the Discord. Link is down below in the description. It's free to enter, where the voice chats are always popping of the evening. If you have any questions, you can jump in there. Just be polite, be respectful, just that normal kind of stuff. And I'm sure if not me, then somebody will help you out, and it'll be a good time. So ladies and gentlemen, adios. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Be back Monday.